This young lady from Arizona, Ms. Lesko, for at least 5 minutes.
At least 5 minutes. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think I talked to you before. I'm from Arizona, and so we have the Palo Verde nuclear plant outside of Phoenix, Arizona. And this was a number of years ago when I talked to the then head of the plant, the nuclear division of Arizona Public Service, and she said that when inspectors came out, they had to pay for all the inspectors to come out, and sometimes they did work and had these checklists that weren't really high priority safety things. They didn't really accomplish the goal, and there was duplicative work and that type of thing. So part of my legislation was included in the ADVANCE Act. And so, Chair Hansen, you have said eliminating duplicative inspection activities allows the staff and licensees to focus resources where they are most needed. Of course, I agree. Tell me what you are doing to implement this in the reactor oversight process.
Well, Congresswoman, as part of implementation of the ADVANCE Act, we're going to follow the provision that tells us to take another hard look at the reactor oversight program to further risk inform that. We had made a couple of changes earlier with regard to reducing the frequency of some engineering inspections, as well as changing the way we accounted for very minor violations on the part of plants. But revisiting that, and again, relying on that, as Commissioner Caputo noted, the ROP has been in place now for more than 20 years. We've learned a lot over that 20 years, and applying that knowledge to revisit this is a great time and opportunity to do that.
Great. And if I remember right from talking to them, and again, this was a while ago, they had said a lot of the things, or some of the things that were implemented during COVID, like remote, cameras and that type of thing, seemed to make sense to them, and was wondering if you guys were going to look at maybe implementing that. Also, how do you, as commissioners, how do you evaluate what is actually happening on the ground? Do you go out every once in a while? What do you do? Yes.
Yes,
go ahead.
we visit plants as often as possible. We also talk to our regional offices that also have cadres of inspectors. But it's, I think, and I'll have my colleagues contribute, but anytime I go to a plant, I start by meeting with our resident inspectors and listen to their view of how the plant is operating, what they see as the strengths and weaknesses, and the things that they are most focused on when they are inspecting. So that's a great backdrop as I tour the plant and look at the progress that's being made.
Thank you. And Commissioner Wright?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking about our resident inspection program. The inspectors, I mean, I love those guys and gals. I mean, they are the boots on the ground. They are the public-facing people. Because they live right there, they as well as work there. I actually, beyond visiting the plants, I actually do a resident for a day program where I go into the plant at 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. I do turnover with the staff, with the plant personnel. I participate in all the meetings that our licensees interact with the plant personnel, and I learn really what's important and how the trust is made between our people and the licensees' people, and because that trust is important. And you realize that maybe 30% of the time is about the ROP. The rest of it's about people, and it's about getting things done and understanding, what's important to our people. I can't tell you the number of times that the phone will ring and they will say, we know you're interested. If this were to happen over here, this is happening. We want you to come. We're not going to do anything till you get here. So I think that's really, really important. And they know that we've got to make things more efficient, and they want to spend the time on the things that are the most safety significant.
All right.
All the way down to doing paperwork.
Thank you. I have another question for whoever wants to answer it. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission received the construction permit application for TerraPower's Natrium reactor. What is the status of the application?
Congresswoman, the
Yes.
application's been accepted for review. It's under review. We set I think, aggressive but achievable 27-month schedule for that, because in addition to the application, we're also reviewing 13 topical reports concurrently, technical aspects of the reactor that we're completing. We're about to complete 3 of those, and the results of those papers will get integrated into the review. And I think I'm pleased with the way the staff has approached this review, and we're going to monitor it closely as we go along.
Well, good, and my time has expired, but thank you for all the work that you do. It's very important. As you probably know, I think nuclear is a huge part of our energy portfolio, and we need to keep it going. Thank you.